There he is. Yo, I appreciate you for being on time. Like, yo, that's some real shit right there, man.
Yeah, man. We gotta be professional, man, all times.
I appreciate you, so thank you very much. Yo, we about to jump right into it, man. This is episode 107, the Carrying the Culture Show. We're Brooklyn at tonight. Grizzled Better put in a lot of work over the years. Brother's been around doing his thing. A lot of notable artists on his own and everything else. And if you don't know, you're about to fucking know. Give a big welcome to Bad Seed, Brooklyn, New York's finest, man. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, what's good, brother?
I'm really excited about this, man, because there's a lot of funny shit I'm gonna tell you about this as far as this build goes, as far as me wanting to build with you. So I'm really excited. Real quick, everybody, if you guys got questions, use the questions feature below. I can pull them up. Everybody can see them, and we can do it like that. Don't get wild in here either. So first of all, I'm hot right now. I'm gonna tell you why I'm hot. So we posted off the Four Finger album. Four Finger Ring album. We posted Alchemist before. We posted what's it? C right? Yep.
Yeah.
Seed, Complex Napoleon, and I think even the Alchemist. And my dumbass still did not know that was a full project. Like, just because there was so much music comes out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I saw that joint on your page or whatever. I was like, oh, this is fire. So we posted it or whatever. But I didn't know that was a full project at all until I asked you for about the build. And so I'm going through this shit. The project is fire. And for me, better late than never, but this shit is hot, yo.
Good looking, bro. And yo, it mean a lot because I know your ear. Like I've been, I've been following you for a long time now, so I know your ear. You don't be having none of the bullshit in the nonsense, B.
I try not to. I mean, I try not to. I try to say that we fuck with live niggas, whether you know about them or not or whatever. Yeah. Like we try, as far as the music goes, we try to just pump the real shit, man. And it's like, so. But the shit is fun. I'm just hot because I'm just, it wasn't that long ago. July you dropped it?
Yeah.
But it's like, in Instagram world or social media, that was like years ago, So, but everybody, listen, the shit is fire. The shit's called Four Finger Ring.
Yes, sir.
Project. And it's dope because it's not just, like an EP or nothing like that. It's a full missiles, yo. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you your props on that because I'm a bit late to the game, but
appreciate it.
Shit's crazy. So I've been happy, so I'm happy. I'm like, I've been banging this shit. I'm like, oh, this is so. Yeah, man. So I just definitely wanted to share that with you. So it's another weird thing that I'm gonna share with you. I first heard you on first heard the Them Grits and Shits is Hot. This is 98, I think.
Yeah, around that time.
Okay, and then hip hop was kind of getting weird for me, so I deliberately stopped listening to anything new like around that time. So I heard that shit, didn't hear anything else. I wasn't listening to anything else. Jean Grae was on that as what, right? So I didn't hear shit, and then I found you on IG like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, about 4 years ago, and I'm like, oh, this like what? This the same. Oh shit! And I put two together, and I really and then I was like Pumpkinhead, but OBS. Damn. So that I was still in the dark. So he's around, ladies and gentlemen.
Because you skipped the whole like the Knots era, because that was like right after the whole Jean Grae PH era. It was that era, you know.
Right, and that's another part of it too. And then I looked up, and I'm like, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. I'm like, Bad Seed, I'm trying to research the interview a little bit. I'm like, Bad Seed, Usher, like what? So we're gonna talk, man. So it's just interesting how this all came about for me. Like I said, I'm really happy to get a chance to build with you. But so I do want the history lesson, man. I'm always excited. I like to know like origins and backgrounds. You're from Brooklyn and stuff like that. So let's take us back to. Before you were the Bad Seed, I'm sure you were a good seed, you know what I'm saying? So let's go back to you're young and running around Brooklyn. Like, what was your Brooklyn experience like growing up? Because it's has a lot of aspects to that, bro.
Yeah.
You know
It's wild because I consider myself to be from all over that borough, man. It's interesting because when I was young, my dad, he was in the Air Force. So early we lived in California and we lived in Texas
Oh,
and
work.
Virginia too. And I lived in Ohio, you
Oh,
know. Yeah, but it was always full circle back to New York. Like I graduated elementary from New York. I graduated uh junior high in New York. You know what I'm saying? Came back. I was in Ohio first year of high school. Came back to do high school in New York. You know, so it was always New York. But come on, man. Like I grew up late '80s, early '90s. You know that era in New York. Like when New York was New York, and hip hop was hip hop.
right.
I tell people all the time, man, like they don't really know about that era where you could just go outside and it'd be a cipher on the corner, just niggas spitting it, whether they good, bad. It's just a cipher. You know what I mean? And then you go across the street, it's another cipher. And it was the craziest thing. It just was a wild time. It was a good time to come up. And I tell people all the time, man, like this shit saved my life. Cause yeah, although I did, like everybody else, I was enticed by the street, and I did things there. But I feel like if hip hop wasn't there, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation.
Wow.
And it's not even cliche. Like it's
Yeah.
just real.
It's real life. This is real
Yeah.
talk. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, were you doing this like as a as a youngin? When did you get into it? Like, because we're roughly the same age, and we come from that time when back in the day we all rapped, we all played ball, we all MC, we all beatbox, we all did a little. Everybody had a little hand style, right? So
Yeah.
when did you? So we were all kind of just doing it a little bit. When did you start taking it serious and how?
It was '88.
That's the magic year, though. That's the
Yeah,
magic year right there.
yeah, it was '88. I remember being in junior high. It was eighth grade, and there was these guys. They used to always rap like in the lunchroom. They used to always rap, and the girls used to always be around there watching or whatever. Just be like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. I would go home and watch Video Music Box and Yo MTV Raps and shit like that. So I remember one day I went to school and again the guys was in the lunchroom and they was beating on the table and the dude was rapping and the girls was just all around and these niggas was corny, bro. They was wild corny.
Right.
But they was spitting and it was the energy and I'm sitting there, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, this crazy. Now it took a couple days. Now mind you, the box. So I'm going home, I'm watching Video Music Box.
Mm-hmm.
And the symphony came on.
Mm.
And when the symphony came on, I
That was your
said,
first,
I
that
said,
first time hearing the symphony. You saying?
nah, the first time I saw the video.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the first time I had saw the video.
Yeah,
So that was it.
that was that. Yeah, yo, that video. So me and my man, I don't know if he's on here. Me and my man, I was going back and forth to Cleveland at the time from Connecticut, and I would check my man, and the symphony came on, and we shit, the video again because the video added a different element, man. The Western shit, yeah, there he is right there, big up Eddie A. Like we used to love that shit, man. Like
Yeah.
this, we even talked about we said even why Kane didn't wear
Why didn't Kane wear the hat?
yeah, son.
Yeah.
Right now, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like, yo, still to this day, man. If I ever had Kane on, I'd be like, yo, why you ain't wear that? You had to, you know what I'm saying?
Back.
But so that was, that's a monumental track. And Craig G was like 15, 16, not even 16 years old.
Master Ace was young.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they was all young, man.
That was yeah. And someone said Mickey Bourbon said he said Four Finger Ring one of the best of 22. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
shout to everybody in the chat,
Yeah,
man. You
of
know,
course. Big up to everybody in the chat. As like I said, if you got questions, use the feature questions feature below. And my man said parts in the eyebrows. You know what I'm saying? That was back in the day.
facts.
So like as far as BK goes, or as far as like or influences, what were the local influences for you? Like when you say, okay, the symphony said, all right, this is the shit. But then what happened next? Like how did you just say, okay, because we all a lot of us dabbled in it, but you stuck with it. So like what got you going to the next level of just even rhyming, organizing shit?
Man, when I went out to Ohio, okay, that was 88, 89. I went out to Ohio. I did my first year of high school, and I linked up with my first rap group. Our name was COA, Center of Attention. Shout out to my dude Blast. Shout out to my dude Yao. Shout out to my dude Stokes. We actually talk about doing something. Because I told them, I said, "Yo, we need to do a project. I'm moving around. I'm active. Um, we might as well. All of us are still alive. We might as well do this for the crew. You know what I'm saying? COA. So we gonna do something. All
Right.
of us just for us. But that was my first group. We used to do the pause tapes. Of the beats. My pops used to have all the old music. So we make tapes, make beats or whatever. We would actually cut pictures of us out. Like I cut my school picture out and I pasted it. Like I made like on a construction paper. I put a real life tape cover on there and traced it and cut the shit out. So I had that, and I was making my own albums, like pasting my on the cover and writing the thank yous and all that
Yeah.
on the inside. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was crazy. And it was bugged out because my dude Blast, we was in class. I met him. He had his tape sitting on the desk. I had my tape sitting on the desk. And that's how I met him, because I'm like, oh shit, this nigga do the same shit. Like he cut his. It's ill how hip hop bring people together, you know what I'm saying? Because this is my dude to this day, you know what I'm saying? We talking 88, 89.
Yeah. No, it's a uniting thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
yeah,
what it's supposed to be. Yeah, anyway, for the
yeah.
most.
We end up getting together, making the group. I moved back to New York. Um, and then when I moved back to New York, I bumped into, there was a couple older heads that I knew, like the God Dupree, um, the God True. Like they used to indirectly, they didn't know each other, but I used to be around them and I was younger. And I used to just be around them, and they was just the illest MCs. And I just would sit around them and just watch them like, oh my God, these dudes is crazy. Every time they come around, I had to have my sword sharp. That's the school I come from. And then leaving that's when I end up getting into the whole making record situation with Gene and PH and all,
Right.
and then all of that is what kind of got me into the game. Like before, I was just rapping. I was running the street up for hood rap, and this is what when I link with them, that's what did it. That's what put me in the game
All
as
right.
far as making records.
Right. So take us there. I definitely wanted to ask about that. Rest in peace, Pumpkinhead. I was at his it wasn't this memorial. It was a couple years ago. I was out there for one of them. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. So take us to that part because I'm really curious about that shit.
All right. So my man Magnum P and me, his name was Meat Pie at the time. Me, him, and my man Scheme. We were a crew called OBS. and Original Blunted Soldiers. It was more of a street thing, you know, but the rappers was the three of us. And well, you know, we would go to the studio, do little things or whatever, but I was the pen of the group. I mean, everybody rap, but I was really the pen of the group back then. Um, I remember one time bumping into PH before all of that. And I don't even think PH was down with that situation yet. PH was with another crew. And I bumped into PH and we had a little bit of static. It wasn't so much with me and him. It was our respective crews.
Always that shit.
Yeah, it was our respective crews and we end up kind of deading it before it got crazy and we met up later. But um one day I'm on the A train. I'm on my way upstate to go handle some you know, I was in the street. I was doing some wild shit. And my man Meepa, he's on the train. He's with Jean Grae. He's with OT. He's with a couple other people. My man Jim Nice, they on the train. And Meepa's like, yo, I want to introduce y'all to Bad C. You know, he nice. He be rapping or whatever. So, you know, I introduced myself or whatever, and one of the guys is like, yo, so what you gonna do when you go up there to Albany or whatever? I'm like, yo, I'm about to go handle some business. I got some business I gotta handle up top. Um, he was like, oh, what you got in the bag? I was like, don't worry about what I got in the bag. I was like, yo, I got the true story. They'll tell you. I was like, yo, worry about what I got in the bag. So he was heckling me, heckling me, heckling me. So I said, yo, you know what? I unzipped the JanSport. I pulled out the Mac on the A train, pulled it out. Like, yo, I told you I'm about to, yo, they was like, yo, chill, put it back in the. So I zipped the shit up, put the shit back in the thing.
You asked.
So one of the big homies was like, yo, when you get done doing what you need to do, come through. And you know, I never left. Since then, when I got there, you know, I had the talent, but I didn't really consider myself a rapper. You know, I went in there. The first song I did was "Shit Is Hot" with the Beavis and Butthead voice. I went in there, and they wasn't expecting it. Jean did the beat. Her name was What at the time. Um, Her and I, we actually got really, really close. You know what I'm saying? Um, So we ended up doing a whole album. She produced the whole album for me.
What?
It never came out. I'm still, you know, I'm holding on to it. Them Grits and Shit Is Hot was two records from that. You
Okay.
know, PH ended up coming into the fold a little bit later into the crew. Um, and then me, PH, and Gene, we got a song called Pure Hell. It's out there. She did the beat on that. We were gonna be a
It's out.
group. Yeah,
It's out.
huh?
It's out. That joint is out.
Yeah. It's out. Pure hell. It's fire too.
Oh, I had to peep that joint. Word.
Yeah. Me, her, and him. We were gonna be a group called the Yakuza. We had, yeah, we had records recorded for it too. There was a couple records on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Um, a lot. You know, I did a lot with them. A lot of my first were with them, going overseas, putting out songs, going up to Stretch and Bobito, rapping. I remember listening to them on the radio and then being with them on stage, you know, and then on top of that, just that whole crew, Most Def, Talib Kweli, like that crib making records on 307 Clinton between DeKalb and Lafayette was legendary. Everybody used to come through there. Like Mos, Quad, De La Soul, Bush Babies, Easy Mo B, Sauce Money. A lot of people used to
What
come
spot?
through there. Huh?
What spot was this?
This was 307 Clinton
It was
between
a.
DeKalb and Lafayette. Yeah,
It
it
was
was
a.
in Brook. Nah, it was a crib, and we had the studio on the top, and it was like a frat house, because mad us lived in there, but there was a studio in there all the way at the top. It was legendary. We called it the Macon Mansion. You know what I'm saying? Legendary shit, man. I heard records from Most that people. Most was Drake before Drake. Like, I'm talking whole records of just singing. Yeah, but fire. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, like I heard some shit from dude. You know what I mean? Facts.
What was the address, man?
307 Clinton, between DeKalb and Lafayette, right in the middle of the block. It was right next to a group home. Yup, right next to a group home, man. DCQ, Medina Green, they used to come through there all the time. Um, Man, everybody was there, bro. Everybody came through there.
Whose spot was it?
My man OT. Okay, OT came from Texas, and he was working at Payday or whatever, and he loved his hip hop shit, and then he ended up putting together the label, and he put together making records and started. They had Natural Resource, who had the song Baseball. Now, with my man Magnum P on it or whatever. So they started doing their little thing. They was trying to build they thing up. They had me as an artist. They ended up getting PH as an artist. We used to tear New York City underground up, like real talk. Like, we was up there, doing shows and on bills and shit with the likes of the Arsonists and the Plague and all these people. Like, I'm saying, like, niggas can't tell me nothing about these shows, man. Like, we was doing SOBs and Wetlands and Lotus and the Cooler and Joe's Pub and tearing these joints down. Bruh, like,
Yeah, he's been there. He's been there.
what?
Been
Like,
there. Done that. You know what I'm saying?
oh
So
no, it tore him down though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we used to have our shows used to be so cinematic. Like, I would do whole shows, and I had a song called God Was a Thug, right? So in the middle of my show, you just hear gunshots, bah, 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 and then I would make them make all the lights go out, right? And when the lights came back on, I'm laying on the floor. You hear Stevie Wonder, Pastime Paradise, right? Paradise.
uh,
And Jean Grae and all of them, PH and all them, they all around me like, yo, get somebody, get the police, get the doctor, get the doctor. And I'm laying there. And then I get up and I do my joint. If God Was a Thug, bro. Yo, it was crazy. Like, we was bodying these joints, bro.
wow, that's what. Yo, just the energy right there. I'm getting hyped like just you telling me that because it was a live time back then, man. And shows were live. You know what I mean? You had to be nice. You had to be fucking nice. Like, not any nigga just get up there and spit. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mhm.
like it was live. And the dope thing is like you can't take that away. Like if you were around, you were around and you were there. And you're lucky, man. Like to have been around that time. Like you had. Yeah, man. So that energy that you're describing is just fucking hype. So, um, yo, pen wise, like, was there a big influence on your pen? Because your style, I love it because it's like I feel like you're just chopping it up with me. Like, and it's that doesn't mean it's simple by any stretch of the imagination. I feel like, but it's like I'm sitting there on the edge of my seat, like, and I'm just hearing you just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man, and it's a dope style. Like, so, like, is there a, like a history to that where that came from?
It's wild, man. Cause like, if you look at the cover of Four Finger Ring, it's big, it's Pac, it's ODB, and it's Easy E. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Just not saying all of them specifically, but I'm saying under those umbrellas of what what creates me as an MC. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like being rapped to. I never did. You know.
Mm.
I think it's. Let me change that. Not that I don't like it. I'm just saying, for me, you know. I think I like to have a conversation. I'm real big on how I talk is how I rap. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So if this is if this is how I'm not gonna go in there and change my voice and do this like nah man like and shout to the people who do that. That's the beauty of hip hop is that it's so many different ways to do it. It's so
Right.
many different you know.
Right.
But I'm real technical with it and just conversational and every line has to hit. Like I'm not real big on leading up to a punchline. Nah, by the time the verse is over, you feeling like you because every line and it's gonna be conversational. It's important.
Uh, okay. So yeah, so that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm getting smacked around a little bit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's it's yeah, like you said, there's a lot of variety. I like all as a fan. I like a lot of different types of stuff. But yeah, like it's cool, man. It's cool and it's different. And so it's I like hearing different shit. And but it's dope how you do it because it's like yeah, I don't know. It's just
I developed it though because
yeah,
it
because the
wasn't.
first earlier shit that I heard wasn't like definitely was not like that.
Yeah. What it is, I think um I was just talking about this is artistic freedom.
All right. What
I
up?
think artistic freedom is important, and I think that a lot of people lack it and they think they have it. Artistic freedom is when you don't really worry about what anybody's gonna say, what how anybody's gonna feel, or just anything you're creating. And this goes for everything. This goes for mainstream music. Uh this goes for everything. For everything. You know, never let anybody tell you like, yo, that shit is because it's all you know what I'm saying? Like somewhere somebody like that shit. Somewhere somebody don't like my shit. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do? Um I feel like I'm my own worst critic. So when I'm listening to it, I'm like, all right, I like Honey De Niro. She's part of Six Man Entertainment. Shout to her. When we talk, sometimes like it won't be like, yo, I'm about to go right. I'll be like, yo, I'm about to go to the gym, and she know what I'm talking about. I'll be like, yo, she be like leg day. I'll be like leg day. She know what that is. It's I might be just working on hooks that day, or I might be just working on just picking beats
Right.
or whatever it is I'm working out. Like it's like Floyd with boxing, it's scientific. Like that's how I approach this shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
yeah, like I'm real meticulous with it.
And
Real.
that's dope, yo. I mean, because it's a real organized way to. It's like if you're a basketball player, you work on your jump shot one day, you
Fact,
know, and free throws, threes from the key. You know what I mean? From the elbow, turn
fact,
around.
fact.
That's dope.
Shout to Doom the Wiz.
Yeah, big up doing the Wiz. Springfield, Massachusetts. Well,
Uh,
now Cali, holding it down.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, yo, what up with the joint with Usher? That shit blew my mind. How did that come about?
Um, I was I was cool with A&R by the name of Anton Marchand, his Foxy Brown brother,
Heard that name.
and and his assistant Jim Nice, the one who was heckling me about the Mac on the train. You know, that was one of my roommates in 307 Clinton. You know at the time, so I was privy to a lot of shit being around them. Like I first heard Knots fucking with them, you know, cause Knots used to send beat CDs up to try to get placements, and you know, son was at A&R Interscope at the time or whatever. And I used to, they used to have me up in Diddy parties. I was in Diddy parties, seeing Jay-Z, seeing all type of shit, just hanging out with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, this is crazy. Damn, I'm so close to Hove. I could smack the shit out of Hove. Like that's how close I am. You know. So they was cool with this producer named Rich Harrison. Now, Rich Harrison is probably one of the dopest producers I've ever heard. He's an R&B producer. Shout to Jux. He's an R&B producer. Does some hip hop, but he's an R&B producer.
Okay.
He produced and wrote A. Marie's whole first album.
Oh, word?
Yeah, yo, I was there when they were doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I heard records that didn't make that album. That was fucking crazy, bro.
Always the case. I hate them stories, man.
Bruh. That album, to me, I'm gonna keep it with that album is almost like a Illmatic for R&B. Like it's such a slept on album, that first album. It is a very, very good R&B album,
Oh,
bro.
it's a heater. No,
Jesus.
it's a fucking heater.
So, boom. They working on Usher's album. It was and mind you, Rich went on to do Crazy in Love for Beyonce and Deja Vu. Like he went on to do all that. That's what ended up happening to A. Marie, Beyonce. She took a whole style and just bounced with it. But um yeah, so they was working on Confessions album and they did the record and I did the verse and cause I was just hanging out with them and I managed to end up in the stew with them niggas and right place, right time type shit. I bodied it.
Oh,
Usher didn't like his verse. Not his verse, but he didn't like how he performed on it. So some bullshit. So they didn't put it on the album. Do you know that if they would have put that shit on Confessions, where I would probably be right now, bro? You know what I'm saying? What ended up happening was somehow the record leaked and all the radio stations still end up getting it. The producers sold the beat and the melody to J Lo, and that ended up ultimately becoming J Lo's song "Get Right."
what?
Yeah, they were battling "Get Right" and the Usher record a lot, like back and forth. It was crazy. It was crazy. If you listen to "Get Right" and you listen to that Usher record, the Usher record is called "Ride." It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you listen to both of those records, they're different lyrics, but it's the same beat and the same melody. Word.
Pride leaked, but it didn't officially drop.
What, the Usher record never officially dropped? It did.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
it never officially
'Cause
dropped.
that's what I was wondering. I was like, when did I miss this? Like the Usher joint. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I'm gonna tell you, there's another funny tidbit to that because I got a record with Janet Jackson, same producer,
What?
same producer. I got it right now in my phone. Um, Same producer. We did it too late. It was supposed to be on the Demeter Joe album, and it ain't make it. We did it too late. So, but it was fire. It was fire. That's not out. Like I haven't seen that anywhere.
Make sure you back that up. That's some shit that for whatever. It didn't come out, but that's like that's
Yeah. And
legendary.
yo, the wild shit. I was flirting with her on it. You know, I was
I would-
talking,
you should have,
bro,
as you should have.
bro. I was talking crazy to her because the song was raunchy. It was a raunchy record. So I was talking crazy to
Word.
her.
Yeah, as you should have. I mean, because me and my man, every young lad can remember the Janet and the motherfucking Pleasure Principle video, kicking over the chairs,
With the
son.
chair,
What?
with the long hair, with the
Cabbage
bang.
Patch. And no! Stop.
Finish him.
Right, right. Fatality.
Fatality.
Friendship. Yeah, basically, nigga, out of there. Do you ever think about when you out of there? Yeah,
Ooh-wee.
principality. Yo, that shit was crazy, son.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
So yeah, no. So see, this is why this is why these types of conversations are important, man. Because I've talked to a lot of people about this stuff, man. Like, there's a lot of shit that is going on in hip hop that we don't know about, and particularly since our culture is oral, it's full of rumors and shit like that. So like, it's important when stories like this and things come out, like, because this shit, some of this stuff's come out for like the first time and stuff. And maybe, like Twins tell stories about like Havoc, was about to trash the Shook Ones beat and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that stuff's important to talk about. So
Yeah.
these things happen behind the scenes. Like you walking around with a joint with Janet Jackson on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts. Facts.
hear that shit. You know
Yo,
what
it's crazy because I did during the pandemic. I did a versus or here. Matter of fact, I think I did 2 verses on here, and I end up pulling that out. Pause. I pulled that out, the Usher record out. A lot of them unreleased Knots joints from the For the Kids sessions. Like I got those records. Like I got records from those sessions, bro. It was over. It was over. Like this is what I'm saying. Like it was over. It was
I'm saying?
over.
Yeah.
It was over.
Yo, so I got three tracks of yours I want to talk about that like really stood out for me. First is the Funk Flex shit. I didn't hear that shit. I
You talk
really
about
huh?
right?
Is that yeah? What's it? That's what it's called. The
Yeah, the shit. Oh no, you talk about
the
the
Funk Flex where
recent joint. Oh, the
yeah
Snow Goon record. Okay.
yeah the Snow Goons joint. Like so, first of all, I want to say I really appreciated hearing that joint and just second of all, did he play it? Do you know if he
Of
played it?
course,
Was he sponsor or anything?
of course not.
Right.
But he saw it in the story. He saw it. You know how you can see who sees it?
Yeah.
Saw it. Who was it that saw it and sent it to me? Damn, it's slipping my mind. One of my people saw it and sent it to me.
Oh, okay.
That they
So
saw. No, Drawzilla. Shout out to Drawzilla. Drawzilla seen that he peeped it in their story. So that's enough for me. I knew Flex wasn't gonna. I knew he wasn't gonna answer. I know Flex. You know what I'm saying? Flex. I would never diss Flex. The song wasn't a diss to Flex. Flex. Gave me my first break. And to be honest with you, I ain't give Flex a dime. I needed that to be said on the record. So all the payola shit, he didn't have to. He didn't have to play underground. I was on Flex's album, Volume 4. I got a gold plaque for being on that shit, yo. I was the only underground artist on that album. If you look that up, the Loud Records album, Funk Flex Volume 4, the mixtape, that's the name of the album. I am the only R&B, the only underground artist on it. Everybody else was popping, and I had my own record. Nobody else was on the record. It was a Knots beat, you know. And that's what put me on. That's what put me on the map. Flex drop bombs on that shit every night, you know. So, but me talking to him on that song was basically to tell him, look, you calling out Conway and you calling out all these people that we know already get busy. Fab, Jada, we know they get busy. But you know that there's killers like me that go to work every day that you really need to be playing our shit. So I dare you to play this at 7 o'clock.
right.
You know, so that's basically what that was. It wasn't a diss record. How I marketed it at first, I see how a lot of people might have thought that it would have been a diss record, but you know, that's just the real men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's what I thought it was. Thanks for clearing it up, man. I
Yeah.
really that's what I thought it was, but you know,
Yeah.
so makes sense. Makes sense. All right, next one. Tight jeans.
And stilettos. Oh man, yo, you dug back. Yo, that was a freestyle joint. Well, you know when they call when you rap over somebody else beat, they call it freestyle. But that was a Dilla beat, and that was back when that fad really first really started popping off, like with the tight jeans and you know, and so of course I exaggerated it, saying that these niggas was wearing stilettos too. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of exaggerated a little bit. Yeah, I ain't hear that in a minute, yo. That was that joint though.
Yeah, I think I can put it on if you want to hear it for a couple. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that
yeah,
joint.
no, that was.
Nah, chill, cause that shit is kind of
Oh, now,
politically.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's a wild
yeah,
joint. That's a
yeah,
wild joint.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we're in a different era now. This should have just been cut off right there. Boom. Somebody watching it. You know,
Finish him.
basically, we be done. Just says there, sitting there, what happened to the joint? Oh, the interview lost, yo.
Word,
You know,
word.
it's real out there. But yeah, if you want to check that out, it's self-explanatory, man, and it's you know, it's still some fuck shit regardless. I mean, I'll say that. And I don't give a fuck. I mean, that it is what it is. There's some wild shit going on right now, man. And these niggas carrying like guns at the same time. Mixed up niggas, yo. Like, I don't understand. Guns and purses.
And you know it's crazy. The record is old. Like
I
that
know.
that joint was done. Like I want to say maybe 2010, 2009. Like I'm saying like when it was actually recorded.
So,
Yeah,
that's what I noticed. That was a long ass time ago.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was written, unfortunately. Yo, I want to go back to this Brooklyn shit. You can't mention yourself. Give me off the rip, no order, nothing. Just like your top five from Brooklyn. I know.
All right, all
Come
right,
on, just humor me, please.
all right. Jay, Big, um, the God Dupreme. He's one of my mentors, man.
All right.
Um, Kane.
Kanash. One more.
Damn. Damn.
Last one.
MC Light. Yo, I'm bugging. MC Light. MC Light.
All right.
MC Light. MC Light's in my top 10.
She's ridiculous.
Facts. Right.
She's ridiculous. We love some. I love some paper fucking thin, man.
Yeah. Like that record, like you just what? Like what are
Like,
we talking about?
like that paper, yo, man. When MC, yo, she was on a fucking roll. 10% this shit with Antoine, all that shit with Antoine, that kid.
What are we talking about? Cha cha cha.
The fucking was it 10%? What's the other one that was fucking fire? She
I
had
cram to understand you.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Like it's yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was fire. All right, back to this last track. It was really hits home for me on some real shit, man. The fuck cancer track,
Mm.
and I think it probably hits everybody on the motherfucking joint. I mean, come on, man, it's cancer. Like that shit is like roaches. Like
Yeah.
so it's what it really, you know what I appreciate. First of all, I just want to say I appreciate seeing that side of you. You know what I'm saying as well. Like just in terms of through your art and stuff like that. Like okay, you know what I'm saying it's about other shit and stuff too. So. Where did that come from? The inspiration for that? I mean, it's kind of somewhat obvious, but you know, was anything in particular?
At the time, I think somebody I knew, I think somebody they knew had passed from cancer, and it was crazy. So, um, I just made it from the perspective of okay, the first part of the record is damn cancer's whack, fuck cancer, whatever. My peoples, they family member got inflicted with cancer, whatever, right? So the last part of the song, I do change my voice on this, like Slick Rick-esque. You know, like I got a song back in the days called Pockets that Jean Grae produced, where I argue. Pause on the cancer shit real quick. I got a song called Pockets
Mm-hmm.
back in the day. It's on the Tommy Boy Hip Hop 101 project. Really dope. The I'm arguing with my pockets about me being broke. So my left pocket's telling me to do wrong. And it's the voice. I'm doing that voice. He's in the left speaker. My right pocket's telling me do right. He's like, no. He's in the right speaker. And me, I'm in the middle. The whole record. There's another song I did like that called Smokey. That song, you can find that too. That's on Underground Airplay. I'm produced by Midi Mafia. I'm arguing with weed. Like weed is like, yo, man, you ain't quitting. You ain't quitting. You crazy. Like I try to smoke and he turns into a person And he's like, yo, man, like what
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for my fans that enjoyed me doing that, I wanted to kind of bring that kind of full circle with the Fuck Cancer record. So the last part of the song, I'm actually the cancer.
Mm.
And I'm talking about, yo, fuck that. Yeah, I'm killing this chick. Cause they putting the chemo in me. And I'm like, yo, put the chemo. And shit ain't I'm wiping everything out. What you talking about?
Right, right, right.
And then it suddenly starts to break me down, and I'm breaking down, and you know what I'm saying, the chemo or whatever. But you know,
No, it's a powerful, powerful topic, man, and it, touches a lot of people, man. I mean, it's fucking cancer, young, old, black, white, it's all kinds of cancer, your ass, fucking,
yeah,
weird ass shit. Cancer, like you got cancer in your armpit, like what,
yeah.
fuck, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Honey De Niro, cancer survivor. Yeah, you
Shout out,
know,
shout out to Doom DeWiz, he posted on his page, you know what I'm saying? 4 years cancer free. So
shout to Doom the Wiz, big
shout,
bro.
shout out to my mom, dude. Shout out to my wife.
Shout to your moms,
You know what I mean?
your
Like,
wife. Word up.
yeah, man. So, and look, real quick, man, I'll say, men 45, they lower the age 45 and up, get your fucking colonoscopy.
Yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. I was just talking about this. I gotta go.
Get it, get it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it can say it's one of the easiest ways to, detect shit. So, you know what I
Shout
mean?
to Eat Mad Assassin and shout to Murder Mags in the building. My sis Murder Mags. Murder Mags is real ill on the production.
All right.
She did a lot of the production on Four Finger Ring. She did Bill and Fame. She did Complex Napoleon.
Oh, what's the shit? What's it? Because I was gonna ask you. Thank you, because I forgot to put that down. Who did the production on that shit on the on that album, the Four
On
Finger?
Four Finger Ring is a lot of my in-house producers. Let me tell you, man,
Yeah,
like
tell me,
six
because I
man
want to fucking know. I want to. I'm
six,
typing
six
it.
man entertainment
All right, yeah,
is
I got it on the list. What's up?
six man entertainment is my crew. That's what I'm putting together. The whole idea is we are the six man on the bench. We are just as good as the starter. We gotta wait for the starter to break their ankle for us to get in the game, and they know we just as good, if not better. That's what we represent. I represent the underdog. If you are mainstream, I'm not gonna say I don't give a fuck about you, but I don't give a fuck about you. You could be an underground artist that turns mainstream. Well, you've graduated. You no longer have my support because you don't need it.
Right,
You know, and it's not any knock to them. And you should want to go and graduate and go do whatever. But I feel like we need our ecosystem, and we need people that's gonna help push our ecosystem. Like we need our own shade room. We need our own like we just need our own ecosystem. As much as we would hate certain shit, that's what we need in order for us to thrive. And like everybody was excited about Nas. I'm not excited. I don't care. Yeah, that's cool. We expect it to be. That's Nas. Keep that same energy for your man. For your man that lives next door, that's fire too. But make whole threads about your man's album. Yeah, argue about how your man's album is fire too. Just like how you stick your chest out about Nas. You understand what I'm saying? So, um, that's what my crew represents. The only rap artist on the label is Honey De Niro. Shout to her again. Um, and I'm trying to do like Puffy did. I'm trying to build the hitmen. Like you know how Puffy had the sound. I'm trying to build the ill squad of producers because of my ear for production. Murder Mags, Take Notes out
so,
of LA.
who was on that joint, yo?
Okay, so Murder Mags produced Complex Napoleon, um, Bill and Fame,
All
Four
right.
Finger Ring Part One, and First Day of School.
Okay. Okay. Yo, I like First Day of School for yo. So that's a missile. It's
Yeah, yeah.
choice. Yo, who produced A Beautiful Mind? Was that Tone Spliff?
Team Demo.
Okay.
Team
Tone Spliff was on the cuts.
yeah. Team Demo did Alchemist, Beautiful Mind. Um
I like that one.
I know they did a couple more. Ten Toes Down and C. Um Freak Show did the intro Anxiety and he did Four Finger Ring Part Two. Take Notes did Bloody Rain. Think About You. Um, I know I'm forgetting
So
shit.
just your peoples. I'm not to cut you off,
Yeah,
but
it's just
just the squad.
the squad, man. That
That-
I'm trying to put together. CJ Dub, Dishy Gang Gang. You know, I'm just trying to put together a ill squad of people that we represent that sound.
Yeah, some dope joints on there, man. I mean, like a lot of it, there was a lot of stuff that stood out for me on this project, man. The bill, I mean, uh, we posted. I mean, so Complex Napoleon, Alchemist was
No features too. No features on that bitch. No features.
that's notable in this age of feature heavy
Yeah.
solo projects. What you mean it's a solo? We're saying a solo. You got everybody and mom on it.
Got a compilation. Remember what LL said? Your album sounds like a compilation.
Facts, facts. Yo, so um, what's your State of the Union address? I guess as far as this rap shit goes, being a vet and stuff right now in 2022.
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I might catch a lot of flack for it, but I ain't even really tripping off of it. I think it's in a beautiful space as far as what it is. I feel like if it don't apply, let it fly with a lot of shit. I feel like I be too busy doing what I'm doing to be worrying about what other rappers are doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like I feel like I feel like the old heads are really hard on the young kids, and it's not for us to understand. We grown. I'm not gonna understand a bunch of dudes standing there swinging their leg in the bed. I'm not gonna understand it. I'm 47 years old. I'm not gonna understand it. So me going on rants talk about how I don't understand it is not gonna do anything because there's more than us. There's always been more kids than grown-ups. Always. I remember when I was their age and I was running around with the big baggy jeans on. I remember how the old heads used to look at us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's be clear. Like it's just we grew up. Hip hop did. So I really feel like we need our own thing. Adult contemporary hip hop. I really feel like we need that. That way there's really no divide. Hip hop is for the kids. It is. It is. It
Why?
is.
Why is it for the kids? Just because.
Because no. What I mean is I don't what I mean is it's been the voice of the youth. It is. It is when it went from its
It,
inception. From its inception,
it
it wasn't
was,
old niggas
but your kids
that did it.
no longer are you, so it's we can't.
Right, right. So this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For us, we need the adult contemporary because this like it's evolution. You got to evolve. Just like rock and roll, right? You could still want to listen to the hard rock, but a lot of times when they get older, they start ended up listening to the different genres of rock, like rock heads. Like they might be like, "Yo, this is cool," but the kids are listening to that. I'll still throw it on every now and again, but this is more my speed. It's still rock, but this is catered towards me, material wise, content wise, marketing wise. Everything is catered towards me, and I think that that's what we need for hip hop. We, it's a beautiful thing. We've evolved into a genre that requires that.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that. That's been for jazz. That's been for there's alternative jazz. There's all type contemporary jazz. There's contemporary gospel. There's traditional gospel.
Right.
There's when you official and you made it, you gotta cut it up because there's too many people for it to just represent one people. It's
I,
just
I agree with you. Damn, I wish we had more time to talk about this shit. Fucking because I agree. It's just that when I see when I type in like hip hop shit or something on the internet, or and it takes me to a trap page or a mumble rap page, that's bullshit. Because now you're making money off of the backs of the because hip hop is some real
right,
shit. What you're doing, okay, I may not fuck with it, but don't come over here and fucking bleed
right,
our shit and say and call it hip hop. So I'm just saying
right,
the trap shit, it's not even about the music. do y'all, like that's your shit, but it should be separate. I don't think that, to me, that shit. So I'm saying what you're saying, but I don't think the trap shit. To me, that trap shit and how they rock and the whole shit. To me, that ain't hip hop. It ain't about
So
nothing.
basically, like if an alien came down from outer space and didn't know what it was, like that would be the representation. Like I get it,
Fucked up.
I get it, 100%.
Or right. Or if you saw, so, or if it's like it's now with everything being so global, it's different. But like if a kid, for instance, or a kid out in like Montana or something or whatever, or a kid now, a lot of times their first hip hop influence or hip hop experience is some bullshit now. That's the problem that I have, yo. Because take your shit and put it over there and call it trap, and that's what it is. And it's not hip hop because it has nothing to do with the values and shit that I grew up on that are hip hop values. So that's where I fucking have a problem with. I don't care about the music, like what y'all, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, make what y'all make. But like, but when like you want to make a mockery of shit, you want to bite classic album covers and say it's your shit, and then and really not give props to that and stuff like that, and like show some fucking respect. Luis, when we came up, we were sampling the old shit because we knew it was fire. We weren't shitting on the old shit like some of these young cats are doing. So that's all, to me, it's a give and take. We old heads, I think we need to relax a little bit. Young heads, I think they need to show some fucking respect to like, oh, she wouldn't be here doing your fucking mumbly.
Yo, there's a couple of them I enjoy though. Like, do I throw it on and be bumping it? Nah, but if I'm scrolling and I see it come on, like I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you the one of the joints I really like, yo.
Okay.
It's Takeoff and Quavo joint, Rest the Dead. It's they joint.
Okay.
Hotel lobby. Like it's this challenge that
All
they
right.
got where everybody's doing the challenge of them standing like in front of each other doing it. Like I like that shit. Like I like how some was flowing on the shit.
All right. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? But does it make me want to go rap? No. Does it make me want to do I look at him as a threat? Nah.
No.
Does it make me want to push my pen and inspire me to rap? Nah. It's just a quick little bop while I'm strolling through my
Yeah.
phone.
I'm saying, yeah, does you can listen to a joint and it may not doesn't make you want to go, rap or
Yeah, like it just be regular shit. Like if I'm scrolling through my phone and something will pop up, it got a nice little bop to it. I might pop to it real quick and just keep it moving. Like I ain't, it ain't nothing that I would throw in rotation or nothing, but it ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't for me to do that. It's just like everything else. It's like you're not gonna watch uh 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 you might not put a Disney Pixar movie on, or you might put a Disney Pixar movie on, but it's not made for you.
right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
not. They hope you'll listen to it, but it's not for you. You gonna watch it, bro. If they come out with a new Rambo, you know that shit gonna be trash. But guess what? Just like me, we gonna watch that shit. You feel me?
Right.
You feel me? Like it just is what it is, bro. It's all about if it don't apply, let it fly, man. If it
I
don't,
feel,
we ain't even gotta let that shit even come past our ears, and that's my issue. That's why I support stuff that like what you doing and a lot of other platforms because why complain about it? Be a part of the solution. If niggas is mad at how certain things is going, then create those platforms where you can champion the artists that
right.
are dope and the
I,
artists that you feel are dope.
I,
Like,
I agree. And I think is like I run my mouth about this shit, but at least I feel like I'm like doing something about it. I can at
right,
least say, okay, I'm gonna talk shit, but I'm gonna do something about it. And for me, as an older head, I hate when people like pigeonhole me as just, oh, you're a 90s head. You're not. No, it's about pushing it forward. It's about older heads still making dope music, and
right,
it's about younger cats coming up and not understanding what it is and being a part of the shit and growing with this shit. So
right.
we gotta play the shit, the underground. This is what it's all about, yo. Just because like Four Finger Ring ain't gonna be all over the fucking shit like it would have been in '95 to '96. Doesn't mean they ain't a dope joint. Doesn't mean that people don't need to hear it. So like, yeah, like for us, we had a big part of it. Yeah, we pumped the '80s, '90s, all that shit, yo. But it's about the new shit. That's why we got the CTC spotlights and all them shit because Motherfuckers are making music. It ain't like you can't turn on. You said you came home and you turned on whatever. You can't do that shit no more. But now we giving it to you. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you know that niggas is out here doing shit, still doing it. New cats are coming in doing it. People are still making music. Still, people are really about this shit. It's just not all up in your fucking grill like it was before. Look, the shit that we bled for. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
you know. So yo, real quick before we get out of here, is you know, why are you still doing this? Like going hard 47. You know what I mean? Like you don't really, you know, just for what?
It ain't. I don't think I'm good at anything else. I didn't play basketball. I didn't play football. I didn't, I rapped at a high level for a long time. I put all my eggs in that basket, so to speak. Well, I don't want to just say that, but entertainment, period. Um, um, I feel like this talent that I have does not belong to me. It was lent to me. It's from God, and I feel like it's not my decision to say I'm gonna quit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when he ready for me to quit, that's when I quit. But until then, it just don't belong to me. It was given to me for a reason. Me being the type of dude that I am in this culture, as far as what I stand for the six man and for us, and being a big mouth and people not liking me because of that and all this, that, and the third. Like it was a gift, and I gladly accept it. And PH, continuing his legacy. I don't drop an album if it don't say executive produced by Robert PH Diaz on it. You understand what I'm saying? Since he passed, you'll be hard pressed to find one. You understand what I'm saying? And when I executive produce other people's projects, it says the same. It does not say executive produced by Bassie. It says executive produced by Robert PH Diaz. You understand what I'm saying? It's about legacy, and it's about continuing to put these bricks in the wall of hip hop. I love this shit. I really, really love it. It saved my life, and I owe something to it. So, that's why I keep doing it. And it doesn't belong to me. It was a gift given from God, and until He's ready for me to stop, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, that's real talk right there, man. Appreciate you. So, what you got going on now? What's like I see you out running around in Brooklyn with the crowd on.
Yeah.
And
Skinny
so
Biggie.
Skinny Biggie, and then yeah. So what's good? What you going on now? Upcoming.
I got an album coming out this winter. It was gonna come out on Christmas, but I'll probably push it back a little bit, sometime in January, maybe early February.
Okay.
It's called Something Greater Than Myself. The first single is called Skinny Biggie, produced by J.R. Swift. That shit should be out real soon. Um, yeah, man, we shut Brooklyn down. We was over by Big's crib, and my man K, shout out to K, Headliners Productions, Kiani Streaming. You know what I'm saying? He had the BMW Roadster with the suicide doors, drop top. We riding down Fulton Street backwards, shut down shit. The buses, all that. I'm in there I'm standing up with the army coat on, with the crown on. Yo, it was crazy.
I saw you wilding. I saw you traffic all fucked up, all kinds of fucked up.
Yo,
I saw you.
it was good times, man. It was good time. Y'all gonna love the record. Y'all gonna love the video. Should be dropping real soon. The album is Something Greater Than Myself. That's coming soon too. Production from Snow Goons, J.R. Swift, Team Demo. The usual
Fire,
suspects.
fire. Dope, yo. Bad Seed, Brooklyn, yo. Can we get out of here with a little Pumpkinhead verse for a second? You know?
Shout to Blue Raspberry. as
Yeah,
well.
of course. Yeah, we
Yeah.
with her. She's good people's right there. So legendary verses, right? Legend songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can we get out of here with a little PH verse, con artist? We
Oh yeah.
let's see. Uh,
Yo, you should
what up?
I'm telling you,
What
you
up?
should play Pure Hell. You should
What?
play Pure Hell. Trust me.
I play it. I got you.
Trust me when I tell you,
Ah,
bro. Now,
pure.
now, listen. This is me, PH, and Jean Grae, right?
What
Now,
was?
now,
What?
of course, they wash me up. I'm first. I'm in and out. Like, get me out of here. Like, but them,
I don't. I gotta find. Okay. Oh, I think I. All
Jean
right.
did the beat too. She did the beat.
All right.
This is one of PH's craziest verses, bro. Jean too.
All right. So that's what. Okay. So here's the thing, because it's Instagram, I can play like a minute.
Uh,
Where you want me to? I can play like a couple minutes. Where you want me? Where should I go?
go to PH's verse, man.
He's last.
Nah, he's second.
He's second. All right. All right. Let's see. Oh, I got the fucking tragedy on. What the fuck?
That's my shit too.
Oh yeah. All right.
Ooh.
Ain't work out how you was hoping though. Seeing through the
Yeah, fast forward a little. Fast forward.
whole world out. Ain't a double barrel shot and go.
Just the chorus.
A pure hand, living feminine pound.
There you go. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Gorilla, respect,
Right there.
the boss.
That's that PH. That's PH, boy. Rested dead. That's my. Ah. Yeah, bro. Gene did that beat. Yo, I remember the day. I remember the day, bro. We did that record. I remember the day, bro. I
Wow.
remember the day, man. Wow.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. We was a group. Yo, I'm gonna be dropping some records soon, man. Some old shit from the vault. I'm gonna
Here's
be
the thing.
dropping some.
Yeah, please do, man. I mean, like,
Drop some of that old shit. I'm gonna drop that album that she produced the mines that we never drop. I'm gonna drop that soon, man. Probably on my 50th birthday. I'll probably drop that shit.
we'll be looking for that, man. We want to thank you very much. Episode 107 in the books. Bad Seed, Brooklyn, New York, man. Thank you for sharing. I just really appreciate it. Like, just getting to know you better, man. You know what I'm saying? Understand it. Like, I fucks with you, but like in terms
Yeah,
of, I needed to dig a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate
And I
you.
mean, of course, there's a lot more to it. You know,
Right.
this is the condensed shit, but
Yeah. Of course. I mean,
we get into it. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything you doing for this culture, bro. Word up.
no, we definitely have to do it again, man. I mean, I know you got like stories for days, you know what I'm saying? So just chop it up, build, you know. I don't call these interviews. For me, it's just trying to get to know you, what I'm saying, because I respect you as an artist and stuff. So I have the ability to be like, oh, I want to know more about this.
Yeah.
And like I said, those songs, especially the Cancer joint, you know, stuck out for me because I'm like, oh, I'm hearing a lot of different types of music. So like, was like, oh, I appreciated hearing about this real ass fucking shit. I like that first day of school shit. Or what is it? Was that the first day of school? New
Yeah,
school?
first day of school.
That's a dope joint, yo. So check. Listen, the joint is called Four Finger Ring. Most recent project. I got onto it late. Fire.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh, somebody. Oh, your man said. Somebody said, man, he's got stories. All right, so we're gonna have you back on. We're gonna have you back on. So thank you, man. We appreciate you, everybody. This has been episode 107. We're gonna get this up on the YouTube. I'll tag you and everything when we post.
Doubt.
You know how we do.
No.
So appreciate you again, brother. Have a good one. If I don't talk to you, have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. Same to you, bro. Word up.
You know what I mean? Be good.
No doubt. Salute.
All right, salute, family.